On the news this morning, Governor Soludo approves appointments of 11 persons into key government offices as Nigerian Bar Association Otocha branch celebrates 2022 Bar Week. President Buhari unveils e-government mechanization to strengthen government activities. Spanish authority evacuates 2,000 people over fear of severe heat wave. Hello. Beautiful morning to you and welcome to Breakfast News at 8. I am David Obokwasele. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him our maximum support for the task ahead. The Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has approved the appointments of persons into key government authorities. According to a release signed by the Commissioner for Information, Sir Paul Nwosu, the appointments are the Special Advisor, Legislative and State Assembly Matters, Right Honorable Anayo Nebe, Special Advisor, Political Matters, Dr. Alex Obiobolu, Special Advisor, Medicals and Pharmaceuticals, Dr. Godwin Nnadozie. Others are Chairman, Governing Board, ASWAMA, Dr. Emma Ezenwaji, Managing Director and CEO, Anambra State Waste Management Authority, ASWAMA, Mr. Mike Ozemena, MD CEO, Anambra State Health Insurance Agency, Dr. Simeon Onyemechi, and MD CEO, Anambra State Signage and Advertising Agency, Mr. Tony Ujubongo. Also appointed are the Special Advisor, Local Government Affairs, Barrister Raphael Achan Nabife, Managing Director, Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Mr. Chido Bidiegu, Managing Director, Anambra State Erosion, Watershed and Climate Change Agency, Professor Phil Eze, and the Director General, Project Monitoring Office, Mr. Obunneme Akonyele. The Farmer School Society of Nigeria, Anambra State Chapter, has paid a courtesy visit on the Anambra State Commissioner for Housing, Barrister Paul Onyeka, at his office at Jerome Udoji State Secretariat in Awka. The delegation led by pharmacist Joseph Atobase said the aim of the visit was to felicitate with the Commissioner on his appointment and prayed for him to excel and succeed in his new assignment. He urged him to keep the flag of the pharmacist flying high and as well appealed to the Commissioner to use his good office and contacts to assist them in tackling some teaching challenges facing the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. The team mentioned these challenges to include stagnation of pharmacists at grade level 15 in the civil service, activities of parts in the pharmacy industry as it relates to fake drugs, and problems at the Anambra State Primary Health Care Agency. Responding, Commissioner Onyeka, also a pharmacist, expressed delight for the visit and said the pharmacy profession is very dear to him and he's spoiled by their visit to do more exploits. He charged them to fight tenaciously to preserve and advance the ethics and recover the image of the profession and advised that the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria should create a task force to tackle the issues of fake drugs plaguing the society. Onyeka asked the body to articulate the challenges in a document and promised to schedule a meeting between them and Governor Chukwuma Soludo where the issues will be addressed. High point of the visit was the group photograph of the Honorable Commissioner with the visiting team. Lawyers have been urged to embrace technology in order to practice and administer justice in a more efficient, effective and quality manner. This was the high point of speeches, lectures and messages at the 2022 Bar Week reception cocktail and bar dinner of the Nigerian Bar Association Otocha branch. Onyinye Agubeze has the details.
The event, which had as its theme the impact of technology on 21st century law practice and justice delivery, held in Nkwele Zunaka, Oyi local government area. The Chief Judge of Anambra State, Justice Onochie Anya Chebelu, represented by Justice Mike Okonkwo, while declaring the Bar Week open, commended the Otocha branch for their diligence and efforts in improving the state's justice system.
He is pleased with your conduct, with your everything. The Chief Judge is pleased that you put a lot in the defense of humanity. He is pleased that you put discipline in your duty. It connotes that you must be diligent in your work. And the Chief Judge believes that you have these attributes. And I think I agree with him.
In his welcome address, the chairman, Nigerian Bar Association, Otuocha Branch, Mr. Anthony Okafor, commended and urged Governor Chukwuma Soludo to continue the good work of transforming Anambra State, and stated that the event will honor some colleagues who have distinguished themselves in their various fields. He also urged the government of Anambra State to expedite the renovation of the Otuocha High Court in order to facilitate the delivery of justice in the area. Professor Ogugwa Ikpeeze stated in her keynote address, Technology and Justice in the 21st Century Law Practice, that technological advancement has transformed all aspects of life, including legal practice. Professor Ikpeeze stated that technology has become a prerequisite in legal practice, allowing the legal profession to act as a global community because there is easy access to justice, and said the benefits include quick achievement of goals, cost effectiveness, saves time, and assists in research.
There's no saying that technology is. If you're not technologically inclined, you're already in the dark ages. You either move with it or it moves you. You have no choice.
In his paper, Impact of ICT in Justice Delivery and 21st Century Nigerian Lawyer, one of the lead speakers, Reverend Professor Ken Orebunam, stressed that ICT facilitates the spread of information and is regarded as one of the key elements that aid in the delivery of justice because many legal activities such as consultations can be conducted without the need for a physical meeting. Professor Orebunam, who outlined some of the issues that the 21st century lawyer may face, such as lack of employment and funding, among others, stated that despite the difficulties, the 21st century lawyer is tech-savvy and as such can be more akin to issues of cybercrime, which is a new area of law with no location barrier in carrying out law practices.
Century lawyer, there's no location barriers. No location barriers. You can be here and communicate with your clients elsewhere. So I think the 21st century lawyer has a lot of advantages, including ICT. There are also biotech and food technology.
From Nkwele Zunaka in Oyi local government area, I am Onye Agubeze reporting for ABS News.
Government and stakeholders have been urged to take positive measures against the activities of man and anthropogenic sources that cause environmental degradation. An environmentalist and a lecturer at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Dr. Livinus Nwokike, made the call on the occasion of this year's World Environmental Day celebration. We'll bring you the details.
Dr. Nwokike stated that anthropogenic sources of environmental degradation stem from various activities like agricultural activities, mining, industrial activities, oil exploration and exploitation, power generation and transmission, road and rail constructions, quarries, waste treatment and disposal, dumping of waste and overfishing. The university teacher stated that this year's World Environmental Day with the theme Only One Earth, the United Nations has reminded the world, including Nigeria, the need to take measures on climate, nature and pollution actions, while encouraging all to live sustainably. Dr. Nwokike observed that in Nigeria, air pollution and gas flaring are still endemic problems affecting the populace, stating that the efforts of the governments in this regard are not yet enough. He urged the Nigerian government to emulate the Indian government, who through a campaign highlighted the interdependency of humans and the environment. Dr. Nwokike urged the government to take positive actions in order to realize the objectives of this year's World Environmental Day, termed Only One Earth. According to him, government should, as a matter of urgency, engage in innovative and active constitutional and statutory amendments, which will lead to developing and making active laws. Recall that in 1972 Stockholm Conference encouraged the formation of the Ministry of Environment and agencies around the world and kickstarted a host of new global agreements to collectively protect the environment.
Now, the member representing Anambra East and West Federal Constituency, Honorable Chinedu Obidigwe, has given 2 years tuition-free education to the students of Colonel Mike Atta Secondary School, Unando, Enugu to Aguleri, Anambra East local government area. Honorable Obidigwe made this known when he went on a sightseeing at the school where fire razed a section of the building recently. Correspondent Chibuzo Okoye completes the story.
Honorable Obidigwe, who was accompanied by the Anambra State Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, Engineer Julius Chukwuemeka, Presidents General, community leaders, traditional rulers, among others, said that the visit was to ascertain the level of damage done by the inferno. The federal lawmaker, who had already started the reconstruction of the building, regretted the level of damage done by the inferno and promised to renovate all the dilapidated structures in the school, where it was gathered that he has before now brought computers, chairs, lockers, tables, among numerous other educational materials. In order to motivate the students to be more committed to their studies, Honorable Obidigwe undertook the payment of their school fees in the next 2 years in order to reduce the burden from their parents.
I've already resumed work at the very particular building that got burnt. Seeing is believing. We have come to see, one, there's need for government intervention. Also, there's need for community intervention. Also, there's also need for stakeholders intervention. All hands need to be on deck to ensure that this school is resuscitated from immediate extinction, because the situation we are seeing is a situation where one day you come here, you won't see any student.
The Commissioner for Power and Water Resources, who is an alma mater of the school, while commending the lawmaker for his benevolence, said that the Soludo administration is determined to reposition the state's education sector.
It is something that ACOMA does every day, reaching out to every nook and cranny of the state, trying to liberate people, especially those the downtrodden, in the state. So it is not new. So all I have to say is to thank him. Thanking him sincerely, because this school is my alma mater. This school deserves the best.
For the traditional ruler of Unando to Aguleri, Igwe Johnson Mbanefo, and the President General of Enugu to Aguleri, Chief Nnamdi Ikele Adimora, Honorable Obidigwe has done a lot for them and his constituents and called for government's assistance to alleviate their suffering.
Chiedu bụ oke nwa anyị nwere anyị ji eme ọnụ ivu o megolo anyị ama agụleta this school ị na-ene anya mgbe ọ bụ local government chairman ka o renovate this school ọ bụrụ sọ na ọ akwụrụ ụmụaka ụgwọ akwụ that school na-agbara ọkụ bụ nya na-renovate ya na so ivu o mere anyị oke anyị ekpere anyị na-ekpere bụ ka Chukwu devi ya ndụ ka arụsie ya ike ya na ezinụlọ ya na ayọ Chukwu ka onye ivo ga-eji wee na-eme akọma ka ọ dịka akọna ya.
In their separate remarks, the principal of the school, Mr. Stephen Ekwebeli, and the students of the school, Ms. Rejoice Nwora, all described Honorable Obidigwe as a shining light that should be emulated by others and prayed God to bless him at all times. Earlier, Honorable Obidigwe met with the community leaders, women groups, and youths, where he discussed with them the need to safeguard all government institutions and facilities and expressed displeasure over the fire incident. From Unando, Enugu to Aguleri, in Anambra East local government area, this is Chibuzo Okoye for ABS News.
Moves to strengthen the use of technology in government activities have seen President Muhammadu Buhari inaugurate the Presidential Council on Digital Economy and E-Government. In unveiling the council officially, Buhari pledged that his administration will continue to take advantage of digital technologies to transform every sector of the economy. Represented by the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Isa Ali Pantami, President Buhari tasked members of the council to work towards further strengthening the capacity of government to develop, adopt, and deploy digital technologies to make government more efficient and transparent, thereby improving Nigeria's global standing in the Ease of Doing Business Index. The President noted that the council, whose members have been arrived at after a painstaking and thorough process, would provide the oversight needed to bring about a veritable structure for accelerating achievements in the digital economy and in the implementation of e-government in the country. Around 2,000 people have been evacuated in southern Spain amid fears that warm weather will stoke wildfires. Emergency agencies have been deployed, also almost 1,000 firefighters, military personnel and support crews to fight a blaze in the region of Andalusia. The operations come as Spain's EMET weather service said the country could be on the verge of a heat wave. Temperatures were forecast to reach well over 30 degrees centigrade over the weekend. In sports, Liverpool have confirmed the departure of 7 players, including striker Divock Origi, when their contract expires at the end of this month. Goalkeeper Loris Karius and former first-team player Cheyi Ojo and Ben Woodburn have also been released, along with 3 members of the club's academy. Origi spent 8 years at Merseyside and sealed the Reds' stunning second-leg comeback to sink Barcelona 4-3 on aggregate in the UEFA Champions League semi-final in 2019. Karius became notorious for his error-strewn performances in the 2018 UEFA Champions League final against Real Madrid and spent much of his subsequent outfield careers on loan. Ojo made 13 senior appearances, scoring in the FA Cup win over Exeter. Woodburn became the club's youngest goal scorer, a title he still holds when he scored in the League Cup match against Leeds United at the age of 17. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube at ABS Television Oka. You can follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. For live streaming of your events, call us on 070-3249-8150 or 080-3383-2326 or on 080-3388-8526. Now the main point again. We told you that Governor Soludo has approved appointments of 11 persons into key government offices. Nigerian Bar Association Otosha branch has celebrated their 2022 Bar Week, as President Buhari has unveiled e-government mechanization to strengthen government activities. Spanish authorities have evacuated 2,000 people over fears of severe heat waves. And the special message, Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him our maximum support. I am David Obokwase, thanking you for joining us on the Breakfast News this morning.